Oh, now he is. See the recording thing pop up.
I mean, I am about to like pop my eyes out because I've been waiting too much time in here. Give me something. I need something. I know that.
I'm just gonna ask you like a question or two, just because you're the only one here. All right. So, what are the tribe alignments right now? Like, who's on your alliance right now?
Can anybody else hear me? Like, is there someone like secretly
Yeah, I
hearing
can
me?
hear you.
Okay, except you. Like, I know that. But yeah. Okay, so what I know from my perspective, let's say, is that right now Eve is running the show. She is absolutely running the show. We had an alliance. Ghost, like I'm genuinely scared right here. Um, so it was an alliance between Yini, myself, Zach, and Andrew, and now two of my best allies are gone, and I'm against the wall. So I've got to scramble as hard as I can, and I'm gonna do it. I feel like drained. I'm tired. I'm so tired. And like for one moment, I thought like, should I just quit? Nah, I'm not a quitter, so that's not gonna happen. But imagine up to that point, like I get calls like every single day. Email.
This is definitely being played harder than any Survivor season for sure.
I'm telling you, like I know what they're going through right now. Like this is no fun. I thought it was gonna be super fun. And
who's in your alliance right now?
Myself. That's it.
I mean, Zach was talking with you.
Zach, myself, and that's basically it. I mean, we could work a little bit probably with Declan, and I think yeah, it's gone. I was working with Thomas as well. He was just like I don't want to say it like this, but he was like out of the loop all the time. So I told him that we were actually like in the middle, so we could actually work together. I was never in the middle. I was with an alliance all the time. So people thought that a little bit. I think some of them still think that I'm like, oh, maybe he doesn't know what's going on. Sometimes during the challenges, I absolutely understand what's going on and I just pretend to be stupid because in that way, people might think like, oh, this dude is no threat in the game. But trust me, if the challenges are a little bit more like physical or endurance or an eating challenge or things like that, I'm gonna rock it. I'm gonna win this. Well, maybe not. Well, who knows? But I'm gonna go far. But if it's still like those, I mean, sorry for saying this. Sorry, but I think some of the challenges are lame. Like that challenge about like the school, like Rudy and like I was like, what the hell is this? I mean, I don't want to play this, so I quit. I didn't play that. I don't like that. Yeah, but they're really good challenges though. Like I think I'm gonna rock the knowledge challenges. If there's something that is like, I think I'm gonna absolutely win. I can just like drop some blood to just sign it. I'm gonna win something if it's just like
a brand new car or $1 million or something.
Yes. So, dude,
Maddox.
Is there an immunity right now? Please.
I'm just talking around right now. Maddox, you in the last one, you had a boot list and you had everyone right so far. Did today screw it up?
It did not. I don't think it did. I got 100%. I wasn't here actually for the second half of the meeting, but I did get it right with the elimination. So we're keeping.
I want to. Do you have like the whole thing already filled out or no?
Yeah, I have the names.
All right. After Alex leaves, I want to see it. But
all right, go for it.
No, you definitely not. Definitely don't show it in front of Alex. But wait, Alex.
Yeah.
What's on your bed right there?
Here?
No, on your bed.
Oh,
behind you.
This is not my bed. This is like, you mean this?
No, I'm saying what's the thing right? No, look, the thing. No, behind you.
Yeah, like, what do you mean?
the immunity idol.
Oh my God! Are you kidding me?
Congratulations for being the last to outlast everybody on the call.
Oh my God!
This immunity idol now belongs to you. You were able to use it up and until the final 5. So
Oh
use it wisely.
God, dude! I knew it. Oh my God, I'm sweating right now. I'm red. I am about to cry. I'm not kidding. No joke.
Well,
Oh my!
use it wisely, and congratulations.
I I've got it. I swear a lot. So because this is PG, I've got to just like try to be calm, like, and just change all the words. Like instead of no, I can't say. So I say fudge and I say holy moly, and I don't talk like that. But I've got to talk like that. What the French?
It's helping your swearing addiction. Congrats.
Oh, yes, which is terrible. That talk.
Yeah.
Right? Anyways, oh my God, thank you. So I got it. So I'm gonna get an email or something, I suppose, right?
Yeah.
Thanks, man. Thanks.
No problem.
All right, cool. Then I'll see you in the next
Saturday, possibly. Yeah.
Give it to me. Give me my immunity. Give it to me. No, I'm kidding. Thank you. All right, all good. You chat now. You've got a lot of things to chat about. See you then, okay?
Yeah, all right. I'll see you. All right, Maddox. I want to hear the. Actually, what do you think of that? Now, what do you think of the because honestly, I wasn't gonna give anything until Zach and Alex were sitting there, and I was like, you know what? A bunch of idols were already played. I want to give one away, right? So I did that. Also, at every tribal, I had this thing on, right? This little like Joker thing for my mom, and it looks like an idol, right? It looks pretty good.
Yeah.
So I put it on only at tribals, and I take it off after tribals, and nobody noticed. I thought someone would be an Adam, but it's gonna happen. I feel like it's gonna happen.
It will. Someone has to be desperate, right?
Yeah.
But
I thought Eve was going to do it, but she got the idol from Michael. So.
Yeah. So basically, what I've been doing to determine the order is I've been looking a lot at their confessionals, and I chat with them both privately and to everyone, and I see what they're thinking. So I'm taking an educated guess. It's not too hard.
Yeah, that's fair. All right. Yeah, I was about to say. So I don't think just because I didn't like a 1 to 20 right off the bat. But when I'm going into an episode, I can assume somebody's gonna leave, right? Yeah. Everyone today, I was pretty confident with because I know where the idols are and stuff like that.
I was surprised with Andrew.
The easiest one obviously was number 1, Connor. I was like, if Connor doesn't get voted out first, I'm just fully surprised.
And I put Alicio after because he was creating all the problems.
Yeah, it's true. Who you got early in the merge going home?
I got Griffin going home pretty soon.
Yeah, because he did get saved, but he did get saved by the Marco carbon monoxide leak.
Yeah, and I think Cody's gonna win the whole thing. That's my winner pick.
Cody has a really good chance of winning the whole thing. I would have seen Marco winning the whole thing, but he's actually being a little bit too outspoken. So I think he's gonna be a threat like Final 5, Final 4 if he gets there, where it's gonna be everybody most likely likes Marco. We should probably get rid of him. That's what I think it's come down to.
I think it's going to depend who wins individual immunity because I think Marco will see Cody as the biggest threat. Cody will see Marco. So
yeah.
So
I think I see Eve leaving pretty soon. Sadly, because she's the only girl I like to keep her around.
Yinny lasted a while because he was on the chopping block. Yinny.
Yeah, Yinny. I thought Yinny would have gone a little bit earlier, but how the tribal counts is lined up, I was like, he's not going to go home here. He also had 2 immunities idols, so.
I think Garrett's going to go to the final 3. Doesn't talk, just a number. I haven't heard one thing from his strategy.
I don't know. Does Garrett have enough of alliance to keep going or no?
Oh yeah, people are going to keep him. Why would they get him out? Because
that's the exact same thing for who just got Eddie. Eddie doesn't talk at all. So if he finds his footing, if he gets back with his old tribe mates, then he should be all right to go a little bit further. And people aren't going to, like, everyone's going to realize people might not want to give him their vote because he didn't survive for part of the game. He already got voted out. Because I feel like most guys are Survivor purists, like Adam, where they're never going to vote for anybody who came back into the game. So
I think the people that are going to last a while are Marco, Declan, Cody, and I can see Corey because I haven't heard anybody talk about Corey.
Nobody said anything about Corey at all. It's so surprising. And the best part is almost all of those people have not participated in the entire thing, besides Declan. Like, all of them have missed something. And I was shocked. I thought at first, before, like, looking at the tribe alliances, I was like, Cody can go home because he missed this thing. Marco's plan, that was beautiful, right? Like, that was my favorite point of the game, probably. Like, I love that so much. How he just faked it. And then, and now Eddie's gonna think he's on his side when he really was the reason he got voted out. Like, that's great.
Yeah.
I like the people who are gonna go a little bit further in the game. I like most of these guys. I'm really excited. The only thing I'm scared about is how it's gonna be portrayed on YouTube or whatever, because I don't think it's gonna capture the same essence that it has on the Zoom meetings and outside the Zoom meetings. Because there's been the most talk, there's been the most strategy, planning, everything on this than probably any season of Survivor. Because they don't do often. They do calls, texts, group chats all day. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like Alex talking about quitting and stuff like that. I was just like, what? That's ridiculous. I mean, if he quits, that would be garbage. Like, I would just not want him on the show ever again. But yeah, I don't think before I gave him that idol, he was one of the next to go. He might survive a little bit longer. Zach, I'm surprised Zach didn't go home early. Also, because Zach
went home soon, I think.
I think Zach had the potential to play this game really well because he had that fake idol, and he could have just shown like one or two people, but apparently he showed like everybody the idol. And I was just like, what are you doing? And then he just completely gave up on his bluff, where it was like, oh yeah, Survivor Geek called me out, it's fake. It's just like, just go along with it. Just pretend it's real. Like, it's not that hard to do.
I have to say though, I liked Rainier a lot.
He was a nice kid. He was a nice kid.
He's the youngest guy out here, and I think he lasted longer than what I thought he was going to do. But I know he kind of gave up at the last tribal, saying, "Oh, it's okay if you vote me out." Made the whole emotional speech.
I'm surprised that Griffin and Michael didn't get voted out immediately. Not as much Michael, because I knew Michael was a good contestant going in, but I'm surprised Griffin made it.
Griffin was on the chopping blocks. He's been on the chopping block since day one. He's just
Griffin?
been narrowly.
Dude, Michael has been flying. Like, I've seen. Actually, I'm kind of scared though, because Michael, the most people have said Michael's played the best game so far. Like, I've talked to a few people, and they've said Michael's been playing a really good game. That's what I'm scared of.
I don't think they're going to let Michael go into the final three or final.
Not a chance. Michael has to go on an immunity run to do so, and I don't think Michael can go on an immunity run. That's just my.
Because he has this great argument. Oh, I was an alternate. Oh, I had to, get people's votes in one game, and then I went to this game and I dominated.
And you know what? It's crazy because he guessed on. Were you in the play-in call or no?
I was.
Yeah, but say he guessed on the play-in call and got it right, and then. That's the only reason he went through, because it was down to him, that one girl, and some other guy, and they would have had to revote. They would have had to revote, and the girl probably would have gotten the most votes. But because he won that, he got through, which is just crazy. Yeah. And then Griffin just completely lied to everybody in the start. That was funny.
How did you guys choose to get Eddie back in the game? Did you guys just feel bad for him and decided?
Okay, so I texted him immediately after, because Eddie was pissed, right?
Yeah,
and rightfully so, I guess, because the way he saw it. And I was thinking to myself, I was just like, because they were talking about EOE and redemption and all this other stuff, and I was just like, I feel like we should have a twist like that and not keep them hanging, and I feel like we should bring back one player. I was thinking two, but I was like, keep one player around, and I was like, all right, after the first two meetings, I was like, it would have to be from early on. I was like, Alicia's not bad. Connor and Alicia would cause a lot of drama, and while that's good, it's not going to like last that long, because they're probably going to get voted out immediately. And I just thought, because of the circumstances that happened with Eddie, and it was before Marco even told me that this was all happening, because I got all of his confessionals and messages afterwards. Now I texted Eddie, and I was just like, you have the opportunity to get a second chance. And I was talking with Ryan about it. It wasn't like any like he had to do any challenges or something like that, but it's kind of like a lame way to get back in. Like there's no real way to like film him coming back in. But I was just like, all right, let's set it up a little bit, have him come in at the merge and change the game around, which I feel like it will.
I don't think he has a shot of winning because I don't think
he's a shot of winning either. It's just like for that shock value during the merge kind of thing.
Yeah, and if he would win, people would be mad.
Oh, people would be. I don't give Eddie any chance at all though.
If it's Eddie, Garrett, and Zach at the end, I think Zach may win. It's all of them.
Zach would honestly, if it was anybody, I'd like those are the two. Garrett and Eddie are probably the people who have the least amount of chance. Like they still have plenty of time to play, but I don't see them going that far. I mean, they could go that far, but I don't know. There's gonna be at least one good play. Like if everybody went to the finals right now, who would win? Cody?
Yeah.
Just because he's made the most alliances?
He's made the most moves. I actually think that Yinny, if he wasn't eliminated, I think he'd be the best because he has so many idols. How many advantages does he found?
Oh, yeah. Yinny got 2 idols. He's won immunity for his tribe. Like, he's helped them in good ways to win immunity.
I think he would win.
He's constructed a bunch of vote outs. He's done very well.
Yeah. I think Cody's going to win. Cody or Michael, I can see winning. I think Garrett's going in the final 3. It's going to be hard to see him getting voted out because he doesn't talk. He doesn't have a target. There's people with bigger targets than him.
Exactly. So, I mean, it's tough because obviously in Real Survivor, everyone's on the beach talking, like they don't have many places to hide, but everybody can hide behind their cell phones and there's no chance of anybody really catching them unless they spread the rumors. So it's going to be tough with a lot of people thinking of switching last minute, like swapping, I'm going to backstab Michael, Cody, Garrett, whoever, because they can just do that on a dime if they want to. I feel like everybody's going to try to stick to their core alliance, and I think they might think it's a little bit too risky to try to do a swap at the end, like maybe go with the minority or something like that, because it could be painted a target on their back. And I feel like what alliance is in the majority right now? It's Marco's alliance that's in the majority right now, right?
Yeah. Marco's sitting pretty, but I still don't think – I think he's too big of a risk. He needs to go on an immunity run.
Yeah, I think if it gets down to the final 5 or 4, I don't think people are going to end up voting for him because they're not going to have the numbers. And they're going to be like, I don't have the numbers.
By the jury that, I think he'd do well.
I really just hope the people in the jury aren't going to be talking – or the people in the jury aren't talking to the contestants and the contestants don't talk to the jury. Because that can happen, and it's probably going to happen. But, I don't know. I feel like there's a good chance we can have a bitter jury.
Yeah.
Because of the way this is shaping out. And it's going to just be like maybe people buying votes from the jury saying X, Y, Z or whatever. But
yeah.
I'm excited. Like, early game, I was like, all right, it's going to start slow. Like, episodes 1 and 2 weren't that great. 3 heated up, 4 heated up a bit since we're at the merge. But, like, when we're getting down to it, like, the first few people besides Connor and Alicio, like, I didn't really talk to at all. I didn't know, like, at all. I was just kind of like, oh, who got voted out 3rd? Like, I don't even remember. But, like, the later it goes on, I'm getting to, like, I now know everybody's name just by looking at their face. I'm just like, let's go. I got it. I'm like, all right, that's Garrett. That's Alex. But, so like, every time –
your winner picks Michael, right?
Huh?
Who do you think's going to win?
Who do I think's going to win?
Yeah.
I can't see Cody winning it. I'm not gonna lie. I think Cody's gonna get 4th or 2nd.
Who's he gonna lose to?
Who's he gonna lose to?
Yeah.
I'm deciding that in my head right now. It's 1 of 2 people, obviously. I'm gonna say Michael wins it.
He has a great story to tell. If he gets there, I think he's gonna win.
It's ridiculous. I say it's Michael or Marco. It's 1 of the 2.
I probably want. It'd be nice to see an alternate win.
Oh yeah, I mean,
that would be perfect.
Obviously, like I don't know how Jeff Probst does it, but like they're so easy to pick favorites, right? Like since the beginning, like dude, I loved Marco. Marco was hilarious. I love the kid at same with Michael. I like Michael a lot. Griffin a little bit less so, but I still like him because he's an alternate. And a few others, but like there's like a lot of addictive personalities for sure.
I think Marco's humor gets a little toxic at sometimes. It's annoying.
Oh, I'm sure it does. I don't talk to him enough, but he's playing the game.
He is. He's playing well. I mean, that's one way to make people like you because they're not going to send you home if they don't like you until they absolutely need you. So I think it's interesting.
I'm really ready for somebody to discover this necklace. It has to happen, and if it doesn't, it's gonna go on the second season. So
what is just someone gonna just be like saying, "What's your necklace?" and then you give them a immunity title, or how's it gonna work?
So I assume it's gonna be like it's a little bit tougher than the podium, but nobody's gonna ask about it like directly, like, "Oh, hey, look at the necklace" or whatever, something like that, right? Someone's gonna be like, "Is that an idol around your neck?" Or is somebody's gonna go like, it wants to like, does anyone have an immunity idol? Like they're gonna, if they notice it in any way or they're suspicious about it any way, they're gonna try to play it like Adam. It's like, oh hey, I want to play that or something like that. It's not gonna. I feel like it may be a little bit like awkward in the moment, but in the end, it would be a great move if they did it. So
yeah, I've been to 4 tribal councils. I've not noticed that once until you just told me.
Really?
I've not noticed.
Yeah, let's say it was on for all. It was on for today, so all 3.
Yeah, so it's just like I feel like they're so tense that they're so worried they're not gonna really pay attention.
It's the same thing with Adam. Like that thing, people you can like notice it, but not like actually like, oh hey, realize that might be something. But Adam guessed, so
yeah,
I wouldn't have done it if Adam didn't do it. So
I think it's going to be someone desperate that's going to ask.
Honestly. They have to be desperate.
Are you going to give it to them after tribal if they ask, or are you going to give them during trial?
During tribal, because if they're desperate and ask, they're going to have to be voted out, right?
Yeah. Let's see. Who do I think is going to say? Who's going to point it out? I need someone who's observant, but a little desperate. Who's idol hungry from this cast? Let's see.
I would say Eve. I would say Michael. Both of them.
I don't know about Michael. I could see.
No, if Michael gets switched on, that's the thing. Like Michael's sitting good right now, but if he gets switched on, he's going to be looking for every crevice and every way out.
If Yini was still in the game,
Yini would have found it. I'm surprised he was in 2 tribals. I thought the second one. I thought for sure because he was looking at me for like I could tell, like I could just feel him staring at me. I was like, "There's no way he's going to play this. He's going to do it."
Yeah. So you think Michael? You really do think Michael's going to win?
I think Michael's going to win. I think he has a good shot.
You know, for Survivor Geek, I think I think it would be great for Michael to win because it'd be perfect because even though you think you're an alternate, you're still not out of the game.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I love it so much.
Yeah. You could start.
I like the idea of an alternate because we were talking about it and we were just like, all right, so should we put the first 20 in? And I mean, we came up on having 1 alternate, and then I ended up doing 2 instead because I was just like a last minute decision.
So did you cut one person then and put them in the alternate spot if you did it last decision, or was this before the applicants?
I think because we were talking about it on the day that we were doing the thing, and he was like, all right, I have a list of like 17 people or something like that. It was like 3. I think he made a list of the top 20, and I wasn't a big fan of like 18, 19, and 20.
Yeah.
And then we ended up keeping 18, and I was like, all right, I'll just do two people. It was literally like on the spot. Like I was just like, all right, we are getting 2 people back into the game. I was just like, all right, I guess that's what I'm going with.
Did you help with that?
I could definitely see Zach. I could definitely see Zach probably looking for this.
Yeah. Did you help with the application process, or was that all?
Yeah. We got a list of videos. We asked for a paragraph and then just basic information and a photo. And he put them all in a folder, and we all rated them 1 to 10.
Who's the number 1 person on your list?
Yeah, let me check. I was about to say I need to look at it because
you've put.
Survivor Geek was so much more strict. Like I like for some people I put like 15 out of 10, and he would like I think the most he gave was like an 8. I was just like, this guy is so great, 15 out of 10 for sure. Yeah. Is it in Google Docs?
I think Connor's interesting because he's a big Survivor nerd. I'm surprised that he went first. I know people didn't like him, but if I Listen, if I were thinking, I'd be like, hey, he knows a lot about Survivor. Why don't we keep him around for a few challenges?
Yeah, I know, but it was mainly because of Gossip Girl.
Yeah.
Where is it? Rules, answer sheet, alphabet, final 5.
I haven't heard much of Corey at all. Like, no one talks about him. You're right. Like, I haven't heard a thing about him.
Yeah, but so he could either make it to the end or kind of just get voted out, and he could have the purple edit, which I wouldn't be surprised.
Okay, so here's the final. It's going to be Corey v. Garrett.
Be Eddie.
No.
Dude, people would get mad about that. People
That
would
would
get
be
mad.
terrible. Who would win that? Because
Corey
people are
would
going to vote. Not everyone's going to vote for Eddie because he came back in. Nobody's going to vote for Garrett. People may vote for Garrett. Garrett may win.
It's gonna be tough between Garrett and Corey.
If Garrett wins,
Dude, I feel bad for shitting on him, but that's just what it's gonna be. I'm looking for the thing. I think I have to go to Google Drive.
it's going to be Corey versus Garrett versus Cody. Final 3. Are we going to do final 3 or final 2?
I'm surprised you're so high on Cody. I guess he is a little bit under the radar enough.
He's dictating the shots on the former tribe that he was on Sugat. He was dictating all the shots. Because I've seen his confessionals. I've seen people talking about him. I don't think anybody.
Yeah, so for Kyle, I put 15.3 out of 10.
Kyle.
And for Andrew, I put 16 out of 10.
I was thinking about Andrew. What'd you like about
Andrew's
Kyle?
application was really good.
Yeah.
So for the combined list,
Yeah.
No way. Okay, that it's not in order. I was about to say, I was like, there's no way he was number 1.
Garrett.
You know, it was Eddie. Highest was Cody. 8.95.
Look at that. Maybe look. Cody.
Then right behind him was Kyle.
Mm-hmm.
Kyle was really good.
Kyle was another random, like, Kyle may be on the chopping block. Like, Kyle, I haven't heard much of her.
Yinny was pretty high. I wasn't a big fan of Yinny, but SG was.
But Rainier.
Andrew was 3rd, obviously. Marwin was 4th. He was really close. Bottom of the list, Eddie. Alicia with a 7.5. Wow. Zach is low, 7.4.
What was Dawn?
Dawn?
Yeah.
7.25. She was the low. No, Declan was actually the lowest.
Declan's not bad.
Declan, then Dwan. Because Declan, I don't think Declan had a great video.
So everyone that you considered, did you make them write a paragraph or something?
I think it was at the Survivor Geek, the actual process, and then he just shared with me everything.
Okay.
Survivor Geek was the highest. Did he give out a single 8? Dude, he didn't give it a single 8. His highest was Thomas, 7.9.
Thomas is an interesting.
Also,
character.
Alicia, 7.9.
I think that the Thomas vote was surprising to me. I did not think Thomas.
Yeah, I was out of nowhere.
No, I knew he was down at the numbers after, because I remember at Tribe Swap I was with them, and he seemed like he was kind of out of the loop. So I'm surprised
Also,
Kyle
paragraph. Like I didn't read half of these guys' paragraphs because they were so long, but like some people like Marco, where is it? Yeah. Hey, homie Slice, thanks for running this, by the way. If there's anything else you need, let me know. I'll hopefully be able to provide you with the knowledge. Here's hoping I get casted. And then you have people like Connor, Alicio, Dawn, and oh my God, Declan. Even the most, Jonah, who didn't even get cast. All these people wrote like hundreds and hundreds of words. It was ridiculous. Marwin wrote a lot. Like,
what did they talk about?
It was just talking about them as a whole, like a person. Like, it's the same thing as the video, but in, I guess, details they couldn't say in the video or something. I didn't really read many of the paragraphs. I judged on the video. There were a lot of young people.
Yeah, I get why Garrett was casted because is he the oldest contestant that we have?
I would assume so. There's no way Alex is older than him.
And I don't know, he's Irish. That's kind of cool.
The lowest rating someone got was a 3 at Raul. He was 14.
Oh yeah.
Some people I didn't even give ratings. I just said the word young, and that's it. Like if they didn't have a great personality and were under 16, there was no shot. Like, I didn't give them a single shot.
How about Rain
And
Man?
there was one video where they didn't even show themselves. It was like a black screen and saying, oh, I want to be a contestant, because I was just like, you got to show your face in the show. Like, come on. It was probably yours. It was probably your.
It was not mine. It was not my application.
Yeah,
I didn't submit mine in time, and I actually sent it to Survivor people. Like, I don't know. I remember seeing the virtual Survivor thing, and I'm like, I'm not going to click on it. I come back a week later, and I'm like, oh, I missed the application deadline. Then 2 weeks later, I come back and I'm like, just submit it.
You know what we can do? If you actually want to be on the show, we can cut you out if like any of the like face reveals that you've had. Is your name actually Maddox?
No, that I just make a fake name up.
Yeah, exactly.
My name's Maddox. Yes.
Yeah, I would say have your name be just have like an alias or something, like Max or something like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, there's not many parts of the show where your face is actually shown, just at the end, and we can obviously cut this. And the only part that needed to be shown was the idol swap to Alex, and you weren't visibly there for it. And nobody knows you're actually like have been part of the show before, so it's not hard to not be caught doing that. Stuff like you really wanted to be. We can.
So you want to be a contestant? I guess you can't now. But did you originally want to be?
It sucks. But I mean, whatever. Because dude, imagine if I was everyone gunning for me first. I'm out. I would have to play a crazy game.
I mean, that's true.
I wonder who was like close, like really close to getting it. Yeah, Declan was number 19 on our list.
How to get in?
I don't. Oh, it was row 19, but the first one was. No, he was 18. Yeah. And this guy or girl named Jesse. I don't really know. I voted highly on them. I voted better than Declan. And then JT was going to be number 20, but he didn't get on. Michael was at 23 because I said he was too shy. And Survivor Geek put him at a 5.5, which was crazy.
And what was Griffin?
Griffin, Jesus, he's at 30. I said pretty young,
he
but
barely
nice
got
kid.
on.
I just said pretty young but nice kid, 6 out of 10. And then SG put him at a 4, so those are 5 average.
It's not bad.
Yeah, I'm surprised Griffin made it. Griffin at the thing, he literally just promised everybody that he would vote for them and they would vote for him.
It's gonna be
like he got. I think he got like double anybody's votes.
Yeah, because he did. Like he explained, he said basically he told a lot of people that they were going to vote, that he was going to vote for them, and they'd vote for him.
Yeah, and he's young enough to where it's like he's not perceived as like this evil personality where he's lying, like Michael could have easily done. That's why probably people not like a bunch of people voted for Michael. I when I was doing that, I was hoping for Michael to get through, and I was hoping for somebody else to get through. I don't remember who. Just because like I'd rather see an older group of contestants, like people over 18 or older.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, Griffin made it through. He seems okay, I guess. So, but in the end, it's all right. I'll live.
I don't think there's like, if the way it's going to be edited together, I guess there could be a clear winner. But right now, I mean, as of now, I don't think there's a clear winner. Like I would say there. I mean, if you're watching it, doesn't matter how it's edited. How you're watching it right now, you can tell that people like Eddie and Garrett aren't going to win. But besides that, it's really up for grabs. Yeah. I like you could see people that are doing better than others, but you can't see front running and being the leader of everything.
I mean, to be fair, at this point in every season, you don't see a real winner for the most part.
No, you're right. So,
because even by this time in Winners at War, Tony didn't do much of anything on the edit. So
he kept going. Maybe Tony's Garrett. Garrett just.
Yeah, I was thinking. I was literally thinking that. I was like, maybe. But okay, out of any of the quiet people, I can see him making the most moves by the end. Yeah, I don't see any. Eddie's going to stick to him. Huh?
Has he had a vote for him, Garrett?
Does he have what? I'm sorry?
Has someone voted for Garrett yet or no?
No.
I don't think anybody will till the end.
Yeah, it wouldn't be surprised. But yeah, I'm saying like Eddie could do it. Not Eddie. Eddie's just going to follow his alliance to the end if he gets there. Same with Corey for the most part. Maybe Corey can make some damage, but if he makes any damage, I feel like he's going to get voted out very quickly. and then Garrett could be perceived as the person not making any moves, but actually be the mastermind by the end.
Yeah. I see Eve kind of being like the Michelle of Winners at War, because she seems like she's been on the bottom.
She's gonna be forced into that position, because I feel like she's gonna have to stay quiet for a little bit and kind of just go with the flow. And then the second the target's set on her, she's gonna have to pull something out of her ass to save herself.
Because I think you're right. Because I don't want to see Eve going because she's the last girl left that early.
Yeah.
I could see her honestly getting to Final 6, Final 5, if people want to keep her around. But I think she's a little dangerous because she did have that good idol play.
I don't see her getting to the Final 6, Final 5 if people don't swap on each other. Like, at this point, Connor and Marco and Michael and people like that, they're gonna have to realize that they're playing against the best players. They should probably be voting them out. Like, I'm waiting for that episode. It's probably going to be not episode 5, probably episode 6, where the front runners are really going to be looking at voting each other out.
Like, I guess throughout the whole, pre-merge, I feel like there was like these big targets. Like first it was Alicio, and then it was, kind of Yini. But I wonder, like, who right now is the biggest threat that people are going to perceive that we need to get him out, like right now? Like,
I think the biggest threat that people are painting as the biggest threat is Eve. Eve is the biggest threat, but it's not the truth. But that's what people are like implying. And if people are voting Eve, then people are going to also be looking at Michael, because I don't know why, but Michael literally announced to everybody that he gave the idol to Eve. I thought that was so stupid. I don't know if everybody already knew, but nobody should have known in the first place.
They're an alliance because it doesn't even make sense to pin it all on Eve or even reveal that you found the idol. So
I thought that was dumb. If I was Michael, I'd be like, all right, just give her the idol in front of everybody, but nobody notices, and that's it. Just like, how did Eve get the idol? How did Eve get the idol?
Yeah. Kyle's another really quiet person. I haven't heard much from Kyle.
He's quiet, but he's loud during his confessionals and talking to me. Because I talked to him a lot, actually. Like, I might have talked to him the most out of any contestant, because he talks a lot, like, out of the show. And I feel like, I don't know if he's waiting, because he's a really smart guy.
Yeah, but he hasn't done
for a young kid. He's actually, I don't know how old he is. I think he's in high school, but he's a smart kid for sure. And I think he's waiting. Like, we haven't talked about Kyle and getting out early or like making it to the end, but I feel like if he plays his cards right, I feel like he can maneuver a lot of votes and he can possibly make it to the end. Okay. He's a good bet for the 5 or 4 slot, I feel like.
Yeah. So who's your final 3 or final 2? I don't know what we're gonna do. Probably final 3. What's
your? Yeah, we were talking about it. So I said I don't really care. I mean,
I think we do a final 3 because I think we'll get screwed in the comments if we do a final 2.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about. Yeah, we're pretty much decided on a final 3.
Because I feel like if it's Cody and Garrett in the final 2,
it's unanimous.
So we have to make it a bit.
Yeah, but I think we fully decided it's a final 3. So once again, it's going to be Michael or Marco, interchangeable, but I'm going with Michael for now.
Okay, and then who's the other 2?
I see Corey.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking of alliances right now.
I could see Garrett there.
I'm gonna say Kyle, and Kyle's gonna be the one basically could be running against Michael. Because I think it's gonna be down. I think Corey's gonna make the final no matter what, and it's gonna be because Marco and Kyle are really close, right? Like those two are really close in an alliance.
I mean, Marco's close with everyone, it seems like. I don't know anyone who hates Marco. And Thomas was the one person that hated Marco because he threw his name out in Tribal.
He's out.
Besides that, no one, everyone likes him. He said that in his confessionals.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying I'm not sure, because I think it would be everybody basically versus, like, is Corey in the alliance with Marco and Kyle and them, or no?
I think he's in it. He's not. I don't think he's the main people.
Yeah. I think he's going to have the last shot, the last call of who's getting voted out in the final 4. Like, he's going to be the split vote. He's going to be the decision maker, and he's going to end up voting out the person he thinks is going to most likely win, which is going to be Marco or Michael.
Mm-hmm.
And then Kyle is just going to get lucky because he's going to get the second place. And Corey's like, oh, I can probably beat Kyle, but Kyle's probably going to still get more votes. Yeah. And then it's going to come down to Michael, who's been playing, I would say, a little bit more quiet, like verbally game than Marco. And during the calls, since Corey, I don't know how much outside of the game prep he does, but he does a lot of other stuff outside of the game. He's going to see Marco on the calls a lot more talking, and he's going to realize that I should vote up Marco.
So my final 6 is Eddie coming in 6th place, because I feel like people are going to keep him around a little because they're going to feel a little bad. I don't think he's going to.
Dude, no way. You know what? You know what? Redemption Island. How about that? How about comes back from Redemption Island? Who is it? Matt, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Matt comes back from Redemption immediately gone. Dude, that would be hilarious. I felt so bad for Matt in that situation. I'm like, it'd be so sick if that happened to Eddie.
I feel like Eddie. I think Eddie's going to be the vote that everyone may unanimously agree on because he came back. But I still feel like people are going to spare him. I feel like he's going to be a number of someone.
I think if people are smart, they keep him around is like, you know, an easy.
Because people aren't going to really vote for him if it's one of the heavyweights and Eddie.
Well, he's a hyena. He's a hyena right now. So.
Yeah, but a heavyweight's going to beat the hyena if we're doing a final 3. So.
Okay, so who's 5th then?
So I have 5th. I have Michael. I think Michael is that because Cody, I think, wins in this scenario. I think Michael goes a little early because I feel like Michael's going to lose. And I know that Cody and Garrett are strong. I think Corey's going to go with the majority. I think they're going to vote out Michael. And I have 4th.
Yeah, because Michael's alliance is very, like, at the brink right now.
Very loose.
Yeah. Because, like, Marco's alliance, they're strong right now. And I'm seeing that there could possibly be a crack where Michael slips in.
Mm-hmm. And I have Kyle going in the 4th spot.
Yeah, that's
I think
possible.
Let's say Garrett win. I guess Cody has to win.
Yeah, okay. Let's be real. Garrett's probably not winning any challenges.
Listen, if it's Garrett, Corey, and Kyle, I think Kyle may win.
Garrett, Corey, and Kyle. Wait, so
Garrett, Corey, and Kyle in the final 3.
So they vote out Cody in the.
They vote out Cody. Say Cody loses. Say Garrett.
Dude, that would suck. That would suck.
So that means Kyle gets what?
Where does Marco get? Where does Marco get? 5th?
I have Marco going out in 7th. Because I feel like it's going to be the heavyweight. It's going to be Cody v. Michael v. Marco. And I think Marco is going to – because I feel like Eve's going to be gone. There's someone big in his alliance. I feel like he's going to get turned on. But I think I could see Garrett beating Kyle in a final scenario because of alliance.
So Garrett, Kyle, and who you said?
Corey.
Garrett, Corey, and Cody.
Garrett may win.
The jury, that's a really tough one. That would, I wouldn't be super surprised if any 3 of them won in that situation.
I'd be surprised to see Corey win. I could see.
I wouldn't because I feel like Corey talks a lot outside the game, so where you could just make friends and it's like, oh, friends voting for friends. It's not who played the best game.
But I know Garrett has a lot of people in his alliance. He's in alliance, 4 right now, 5 right now. And I feel like maybe his alliance members, since a lot of them will be on the jury, will vote for him.
Yeah.
We're going to have a big jury, by the way. 11 people? It's big.
11? No, it's going to be 9.
Okay, yeah, it's going to be 9. Yeah. Unless we're doing it's going to be 9. But that's a good number. What happens if they tie 3-3? What do you guys do? Draw.
Okay, unless it's the 3 of those people you just said, I don't think it's going to happen. But in that case, I would say if any of you, me, QA, or Survivor Geek voted, that would just be rigged, #rigged all over.
How about the 2 mods get to vote?
Yeah, see, once again, I feel like you guys play favorites all the time. I mean,
I don't play favorites. I mean, I like people better because they like to talk to me. I know other people like to ostracize me, not respond, Garrett. But,
Dang, get them. I was about to say, who do you talk to the most outside the game?
Outside the game? 0 people. I haven't talked to one person outside the game. I talk to them in chat. I talk to them about sports. I talk to them about their life.
In like the chat currently?
Yeah. Chat transcript that you can't see. I mean, because I text them privately, but
who talks to you the most in the game? Yes.
Michael talks to me a lot. Cody talks to me a lot. Marco talks to me a lot.
So all the big players, all the big players. That's crazy. Yeah, I was like, I don't talk to anybody like privately chat, obviously, because I don't have the time for that in the game. But outside the chat, I talked to before Alicia got voted out, I talked to Alicia. I talked to Marwin a good amount. I talked to Michael outside the game a bit.
Oh, so that's why. I see that. So,
Yeah, that's it.
3-3, actually, what happens? What do you think
I
happens?
talked to Kyle. I mean, I would assume who was the person voted out right before the merge? Was that Yinny?
Well, it would be Yinny. Would Yinny vote? I don't know.
I wouldn't want Yinny to get a vote. That's the thing.
Maybe
that's why I was thinking. I was like, if we don't have Eddie, it makes it 8, and then that's a perfect amount.
Yeah, but maybe the jury gets to reconvene and they have to.
You get a revote.
And if that's still tied, I don't
draw
know.
Rocks.
Yeah, we do a
draw. Imagine rock paper scissors for the winner. No, I don't know. I mean, I feel like if they revote that, if we do a revote, that'll be fine. Someone's gonna like decide, oh, this person's just not getting any votes anymore. But
when do we plan on ending the first season? Is there like a time range that we're thinking? Because it's June 16th.
For like filming these, or for
when will the filming be done?
Well, okay, so Saturday we're gonna have to have a late session because I'm still going to the beach, so it's probably gonna be around this time Saturday. I would say we have maybe 3 tribals again, so that'll bring it down. How many people are we at now? 12, so that brings it down to 9. Maybe have another 3 tribals. That'll be 6.
And then we should
I guess we're gonna have to schedule it because so 3 more episodes. So we're gonna have Saturday to make it to 9. Then
Wednesday,
maybe during the week next week, we'll have it go down to 6 most likely.
Do we do a finale at 6?
I think we do a finale at 6. That's what most happens sometimes. It's a big finale.
It is. Yeah. So
let's say because that means 3 vote outs and then the final tribal council.
Why don't could we technically do this? So after the jury does their final votes, do you think we wait until all the episodes are posted and then do a live finale?
No, because they're gonna text each other.
Okay.
They're gonna know who wins immediately. Because they're gonna be like, "Oh, I voted for you. I voted for you." What do you say?
Doesn't that usually happen on Survivor season? They already know who's gonna win.
For the most part, I guess. But I feel like.
Or we could wait for the jury to vote, but that would take too long.
Because I feel like if we do a live stream of this, like, because the only way is to do it live or whatever, right? Like the final vote.
On YouTube, yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know how many viewers that's going to get in the first place, is the thing.
Well, it depends on popularity. You never know. Season 1.
Yeah, I was going to say, I mean, I would love for this to go viral, but we'll see the chances of that.
Yeah, maybe for the first season we do like they did season 1. We do the whole vote,
Yeah, I agree.
With everyone, all the contestants, maybe we can get everyone on.
Yeah, maybe have a reunion show afterwards. But I think that also because for intensive editing purposes, it's going to be a little bit difficult just because it's so raw.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's so raw footage that Survivor can, like, work around and save, like, millions of dollars in cameras and production and stuff like that, where it's ours is just a Zoom call, and it's kind of just going to be like, you vote him. It's just I don't know. I feel like it'd be too raw for the show.
And so before the videos are produced, didn't Survivor Geek say that you were going to do like some sort of one-on-one interview with each contestant? Or are they just?
Yeah, I mean, I haven't done it, but I still have to do a cast assessment video.
Oof. Is that going to be posted on his channel?
Yeah, I assume. It's probably going to be posted. It's going to be posted after the show's over, obviously.
So if we do that, are we going to do a reunion after the votes are read?
I would like to do a reunion, definitely. It would have to be after. I think would it have to be after the show ends? Like after it ends, but like.
Yeah, we could do like a whole wrap up, like the final vote wrap up episode and then do like
Do we do it like before the show's aired? Like, so like pretty much right after the final vote, or we do it after the whole show's aired and then like.
That would be when we could go live, right? And they could ask us questions.
Yeah, and then like they get the whole feedback of like, oh, like maybe the whole internet loves Declan.
Yeah, but that is a while, because how long are we gonna? When do you think the last episode will be shown on YouTube? Say we finish early July filming. When do you think the last episode will be released onto YouTube? Like August?
I would say I don't know how much SG does the editing. Same with Cody. Same with Alicia or whatever. Because I'm not going to do any of the editing most likely. Because I'm not good with editing.
Because he could technically post an episode every week, or post it every 3 days.
I don't know if we want to like spread it out that much.
Yeah, I think like 3 days is fine. Maybe 2. It depends on the popularity, really.
Exactly. As I don't want to drown people with content because the episodes probably are going to be a little bit long, and backing them up to be every other day or something like that. No one's going to have the time to like, oh, watch this episode. Then you fall behind a couple episodes, and now you have to catch up 3 hours of content or something like that. So maybe 3 or 4 days to get them going.
And how many episodes?
Let's say
12, 10.
I mean, what's a season? 13 or 14, right?
Yeah, but that's
usually Survivors 13 or 14, and
are we going to do one tribal council per episode, or what are we going to do? How are we going to space the episodes out?
Yeah, because they're going to be short. Let's say they're going to be short if they're not, right?
So we may do, let's say we do 2, and maybe sometimes we do 3 because of the twists, etc. Mm-hmm. So if we do 2 and cut that in half, so that's about 7, and then we space out the finale, it could be like a 9, 10, 11. So let's say 10.
Yeah, but say 10 is an even number. So let's say 8 or 10 episodes.
Okay, and how many days? How long are we going to space apart? 3 days, 4 days? 4 days?
Yeah, maybe 4 days.
Okay, so that's
4 days to make it.
So 40 days.
40, a little bit over a month.
Our release.
Maybe make sure it goes out all within 1 month, so we have less episodes or something like that.
Yeah. So it could technically by late August we could be doing a reunion show live if we want to do it live.
So like right before school starts up.
That's about a month and a half after the ending. Do you think they still remember stuff? You think for a month and a half on the reunion show? I mean, they should be able to.
I would say they have all the documents. They have the whole show to watch. They have text messages and all this stuff. Yeah. I mean, the actual reunion show is like at least a year after everything's filmed, and they still very vividly remember stuff that happens. So I think that it would be fun having it after the show airs, just because they can have like the criticism, maybe backlash, maybe love, hate, whatever from the viewers.
Yeah, and we do that live, and they could ask questions, right? Do live Q&A.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
You'd have a script, and you'd ask the questions that we want to hear, and then they could do some stuff.
The reunion should be live for sure. If we do, if it gets enough love, then we can. If it gets enough love, then we can do a live one. If we don't get enough love, then we can just film it and post it and see what happens.
I mean, I don't know how big this thing could get. It could only be what is his average viewer per video, Survivor Geek?
Like 5 to 7, maybe 4 to 7. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, if it's
the intro video got like 5.1K, I think.
I mean, that's not bad for an intro video. That's a minute and a half long, but it has to catch on somehow.
I agree. I mean, Thomas has the YouTube channel, which is like triple the size or something like that.
Yeah, but how many of his viewers, if you see his videos, they aren't quite Survivor related. They're about the Cold War.
Yeah, I agree.
So I don't know how many hard to track, but it would attract some. It would attract some.
I would say 1 or 2K, hopefully. That'd be great.
I think his goal is probably, how many subscribers is he at? 10K right now?
Survivor Geek?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's at 11, I think, by now.
11K. I think his goal would to be 11K per video. That wouldn't be bad.
That would be great. Yeah.
I think that was what he would consider a success. Failure, 3K per video.
Yeah, so if it's getting less than the actual challenges, then it's a failure.
Yeah.
I think it should, especially the first few episodes, they have good potential to reach over 10K, just because it's something different.
And it has to come somehow. So
I would say the intro video doesn't show anything really Survivor related. It's just an intro video. But you have like Virtual Survivor, people actually playing Survivor, the people on his channel are looking for Survivor content. 95% of them, they're just looking for more Survivor somehow. And since Survivor is off air right now, nobody's watching fresh Survivor episodes. So this is the best they can get. And I feel like the first few episodes, people are gonna either enjoy it or hate it, but no matter what, they're gonna watch it.
Yeah, I feel like the first elimination, the Connor elimination, could be a bit dull. Like I think we have to include that in Alicio, because Alicio, there was fireworks there at that.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be
I
the
wasn't
first
at that
episode.
tribal council, so I have no clue what to expect. Was there like
Dude,
yelling?
Alicio, it was Alicio versus Yinny. So Yinny went
Was there
on.
this yelling or like what happened?
It seemed like Yinny was getting bullied. And I'm surprised because Yinny was bullying Griffin in the last vote. And I mean, you saw it. Yinny was swearing back and forth. I mean, we're just gonna have to just mute him, because I tried muting him, but he was unmuting himself.
You can permanently mute him or kick him.
Yeah, but I didn't want to do that just to be rude. I mean, he stopped after like a few times muting him. So.
I'm worried that people will see, okay, let's watch it. Let's give it a go. We'll see how it is. We don't Survivor watch. They watch the Connor elimination, which is a fairly boring elimination. Like there's not much happening there. It's kind of straight down the middle.
Also, I'm not the host. I'm not the host, so I mean, I don't know.
Okay. The Alicio Tribal Council was like fireworks, and that'll get people watching. And
I agree. If they watch to the end, we have to watch about viewer retention. Like we have to, like the time, like watch time.
If we go one by one, the Connor one, boring. Alicio elimination, fireworks. The Eddie elimination, carbon monoxide. That's something. So
yeah, but because that caught me so off guard. He should have told me that beforehand, because I would have planned it out. That would have been good. But he didn't tell me anything.
Okay. Renier elimination, emotional. Great. We got our emotion. We got our fireworks. We got our eventful. Then we have the Dawn elimination, boring. Thomas elimination, unexpected. Andrew elimination, sad. 2 idols played.
Yeah.
I mean, so far, and the Yinny elimination, which he lasted way longer than I thought he was ever going to last. So good for him.
Yeah, and then there were definitely some fireworks there.
I mean,
And
it's been good.
Also, like the events, like you have the just straight up double elimination. That was surprising, right?
The advantages have been great, by the way. I expected, like, what was QA's one where you get to, what Garrett did, he gets to pick a mate.
That was good. Yeah, that was good.
That was good. That was a good advantage. I like that. The advantages have been good. Like, and the, what the events that we've been playing, the immunity events, have been good. So I think it's been good. I think the first 2 tribal councils of the merge will be a bit boring, because I feel like it's kind of going to be. It could be.
The only thing I'm scared of is the perception on the show of seeing who is in an alliance with who. Because like, if you're just watching the show, you're obviously gonna have a few what's it called? You're gonna have a few I'm just completely missing it. Interviews, what are they called? So you have a few of those, and I feel like in the confessionals, not a lot of people are talking like, oh hey, I straight up have an alliance with Corey, Garrett, Marco, Marwin, whatever. Like
it's all through text, which is hard to see for the viewer.
Yeah, because it can be added. It can be added, but it's kind of just like it's going to be really hard to do. So yeah, a lot of the viewers I feel like are going to be confused on, oh wait, why is Marco voting for him? I thought he was in alliance with him. Wait, what? Why is this vote unanimous? I have no clue. Like, we're going to have a little bit of trouble finding out the alliances in the show.
And we could improve on that next season if we do next season.
Yeah, I would like to. Like, even if this doesn't go well, like this was still fun. It's still fun for the contestants.
Although I hope the amount of time that goes into the editing is paid off, because it's going to be a fair amount of time per video.
Yeah, there should be
10, so that's multiplied by 10, so that's a lot.
Yeah, there should be, as long as a lot of editing goes into the video, it should be
fun.
Good. I mean, just saying straight up, like, if we don't spend as much time like planning stuff, just doing these is fun just for the contestants. Like they're having a blast. I'm having a blast. I'm sure you're having fun. Ryan's definitely having a blast. So.
Yeah, the only contestant that I kind of felt bad for being eliminated was Eddie, but obviously he's back in the game. And I would kind of hate to see him go first tribal council, because that would kind of defeat the purpose of bringing him back. Like, so I hope he lasts a little.
I just got a text from Kyle. He said, "Was the choice to bring back Eddie unfair?" Oh wait, no, sorry, I just read that wrong. Was the choice to bring Eddie back made because you guys thought the move was unfair?
Say no. Tough to say.
I can't give him information. I don't know if I want to.
if you would say I can't tell you, but if you honestly would you? I don't know if you would honestly say no, because then the other people who got eliminated would be upset. I'm worried that they're going to be upset that Eddie got back in the game. They're going to be like, "Hey, wait,
I feel like they,
didn't get back in the game."
yeah, I mean, none of their things perceived, right, until the video comes out.
They're going to know that
No one was perceived to be voted out for an unfair reason.
No.
Besides that,
Yeah,
like that was literally circumstance of Cody not being there and Marco having to leave.
I think if they do confront, I think you say that, oh, we just did a randomized wheel and his name landed on it. Because I wouldn't tell him. Because I feel like if I am Connor, first person voted out, if I'm Alicio, I would be mad. Because I'd be like, hey, Eddie got back in the game. I didn't even get a chance. We didn't do a challenge. We didn't do an alternate almost. We didn't get to vote for who we want to go back in. Eddie just got to go back in because, chemicals leaked. I mean, come on. That's what, yeah. I'd be upset. But I'm glad that Eddie came back in because I did feel bad for him. And I think if this were a regular Survivor, he would not have went home. Who would have went home in place of him? Who got Griffin, right?
Yeah, Griffin.
That completely changed the game. Imagine if Griffin goes down final 5 and he could have been eliminated 18th, 17th, whatever it was. So
I told Kyle, I was like, because he was asking about how the move was unfair, and I just said not at all. Great move, because I applauded them so much. I was like, that was a great move. Like, congratulations, that was crazy. And then I said, reasoning wise, I'm not giving until the game ends.
Yeah, I guess you could probably text Eddie. Eddie may give him something. What did you guys just email Eddie and be? Oh, you were in contact with him, right?
Like, yeah, I just texted him. He said, okay, I just wanted to make sure. Kyle said, okay, I just wanted to make sure because he didn't answer in the call and it seems a bit suspicious. So,
did Eddie know that he was going to come back in the game? Did you tell him today?
I texted him after his elimination before Marco told me about what he did. And I was just like, I was texting him and I was like, yeah, sorry for the circumstances. We could possibly be using you in the future. And he was like, yeah, even if I'm just on the jury, I'd be completely fine with that. Maybe another season. And I was just like, yeah, there's a prospect, maybe another season, bring you back for a second chance or something like that. I was like, the best game. What do you say?
If you'd be back in another season, I don't think he'd last too long. So I'm glad.
No, probably not.
Because, I'm glad you brought him back.
Yeah. I would say I thought it was a good move. Especially the time it was where everybody's celebrating that they made the merge and nobody even noticed that Eddie was there. Mm-hmm. Like Eddie was sitting at the merge feast with them and nobody noticed until I had to pin his video.
No one noticed him. They noticed me when I turned my camera on, but they don't notice anyone who's there.
Yeah, because they were all just celebrating fully. Also, Eddie is very easily hidden. He's not very noticeable.
Yeah.
Well, it was fun.
If gets the final 3, it's just.
I just think the worst case scenario was
Garrett or Corey. Although maybe they pick it up, so I'm not gonna. But as of now, if Corey or Garrett win, I'm disappointed. I want to see someone that is eventful, that has good confessionals, that has idols, that wins, that has good alliances win. I want to see a good winner, I guess. I don't want to see someone that didn't deserve it, or simply got lucky, was in the Final 4, and took out the big threat and won the game. So we'll see. You're banking on Michael. I'm banking on Cody. We'll see who wins. I do like Michael. I think honestly, if I'm a fan and I'm looking at the cast, or I'm looking right now, I'm saying, okay, who do I want to win? I think a fan favorite is Michael.
Yeah. No,
are you guys gonna show the alternate? That whole.
Yeah.
You are. When is that going to be posted?
It can't be posted. I mean, cause nothing really eventful happened, but some of the questions I asked, during Treble Counts or something like that, could be perceived maybe to not benefit Michael and Griffin. So I would say probably it would be released maybe a week before the actual show airs, just to get some traction.
Yeah. What I would do is I would release that, then release your cast
assessment. Yeah.
Assessment, and then do the.
Yep.
So it's a good cast.
Yeah, I would say I'm excited. Marwin made up a good point, because we were texting the other day, and he was like, yeah, the main reason I did get voted out, especially so early, was because the cast isn't diverse enough. There's obviously not a lot of females, not a lot of ethnicity, and a lot of people are like similar personalities, which I mean, we couldn't do anything about the diversity or
You can't. When you say
females.
that 93% of the people that applied were all men, you're
Yeah,
looking at the
we
best.
couldn't do anything about that. And like, sure, some of the people definitely had similar personalities, but we're a little bit split, so it's not that huge of a deal. Like, we have some goats and we have some lions and we have some hyenas and we have a few other people, but like,
Yeah, I feel like him blaming that is just an excuse. You got voted
yeah,
out.
obviously didn't he do that
Or-
like Instagram virtual survivor or something?
Yeah, he is something like that. But it's just you're voted out in 18th. Okay, you're not going to be
Yeah.
picked off simply because there wasn't enough diversity in the cast. Okay, you knew the cast beforehand. You didn't make enough connections. You posted a Survivor video on your YouTube channel that people saw.
Yeah, he should have privated that. He should have known. These people play hard.
And they found his channel somehow, and they're like, oh, because he literally said he wants to be the villain. So people aren't going to keep him around. People aren't going to trust him. That's why he was voted out. He would have been voted out for sooner if it weren't for Alicio. I think Alicio is actually a good player. He came in too hot. I think he was trying to mix up the pot too soon.
I thought Zach was going to come in too hot, and he's still in.
Zach, I hadn't heard his name very much. I think he's on the bottom, but he's not prevalent.
He's definitely on the bottom, and the only reason he has a chance now is because Alex is an idol.
Yeah, I like Alex.
And dude, you don't know how badly. Because no offense, but I'm not a big fan of Yini. I wanted so badly Yini to give his idol to Andrew. It would have been hilarious.
It would have been dumb. I'm never gonna.
I wouldn't have done it. I wouldn't have done it. Great.
The only way, real Survivor, virtual Survivor, Survivor in general, the only way I'm giving up an idol is if I have the immunity necklace. I'm in the final. When's the last time you used an idol? Final 5. I have immunity necklace and I'm in the final 5. That's the only time I'm going to give the idol to someone.
Yeah.
He was smart to play it on himself. If he would have played on Andrew, he would have tried to make some game-breaking move to turn his game around. But he found a lot of advantages. So, What was the vote?
He was looking hard.
Yeah. What was his vote on the last tribal council? What was he voted out? What was his margin? Was it 3-1?
3-1 to 1.
Who got left out there? Did they assume that he had an idol or something? What was the 3-1-1 about?
It was Griffin and Eve who.
They split it?
Yeah, they split it.
What?
Because, I mean, I think that might have. I don't know if it was by accident or they were playing it together, but they might have been smart to realize. Yini voted for Eve.
Okay, and the other one was for Griffin?
It was It was Yini, Andrew, and who was the fifth? It was Yini and Andrew in an alliance.
And then it was Yini and Andrew. That's who it was.
Yini, Andrew, and who?
Eve.
No, Eve was with Griffin.
So it was Griffin?
Yeah, so it was Griffin, Eve.
Yeah.
They were on the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
And then it was Yini, Andrew, and someone else. Who was the fifth?
Corey,
yeah.
We don't even know him. Okay.
Yeah, so Corey.
They all voted for Yini.
Corey, Andrew, and Yini.
They split their votes. Because if not, I guess it was smart that they split their votes. Because if they put it all on Yini.
Yeah, I was about to say, because Corey, Andrew, and Yini voted for Eve. And Eve knew she had all of those votes on her, so she used the idol. And then Griffin and Eve, I assume they knew that Yini had an idol because Yini was talking about it.
Yeah, I assume they knew. So that was a smart split on their part.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Who's the head? Is it Eve or Griffin? Who's making that decision? I think it's Eve.
No, it's Eve. Griffin is definitely being carried along in every sense.
Like, I think Eve's going to – I could see Eve getting out very soon.
Eve is getting swept for sure. Her vote's not.
If she doesn't get out in the first 2 or 3, I think she may find a way to get into that final 6, final 7. I feel like it's possible.
Either she gets out 10 to 12 or she makes 4th.
Yeah.
Or 5th.
Yeah, that'd be pretty impressive. I wouldn't mind seeing her win if it's Gary.
Because she can definitely be used as a meat shield. I feel like
she could by like someone like Griffin or like Zach.
Yeah, that's one person none of us have ever talked about making it close to the end as Griffin. I don't think it's gonna happen, but
he's gonna have to get carried by either Cody or Michael or
Well, so is it playing out right now where Michael and I'm just Marco and Michael are like two opposite sides right now in this war?
Yeah. I think it would, because
So that's what it's seeming like right now. Right now, it seems like Darity, Jeremy, and Tony kind of right now.
yeah. Who's Garrett aligned with? Is Garrett with Cody or is Garrett with Mike with Marco?
I think he's. Hold on.
With Michael. I think he's definitely with either Cody. I think he's with Cody.
No, he's with Michael.
He's
He
with
brought Mike. He brought Michael in the tribe swap.
Oh, that's true. So
I was
is
say
it,
he was. That's what I thought. I was like, oh my god, Michael was playing this game
so
great.
then the
If he
final
got
would make sense if my final three was Cody, Garrett, and Corey, because Michael would get voted out before Garrett, and then Garrett would be in. Do you think Michael
Yeah.
votes Cody or Garrett if that's final three? I feel like
Michael would vote Cody or Garrett. Michael's go to vote
Mike's salty.
Garrett. Huh?
Would Michael be salty against?
I think so.
Garrett
I think he would vote. Yeah, I think he might get a little salty.
This could be like the
Because-
Redemption Island final thing, and Garrett would get 1 or 2 votes, like Philip, and Boston Rob or Cody would get.
Dude, I felt so bad when that whoever the hillbilly redneck's name was when he got one when he voted for Philip in that Redemption Island season 22. He was like, Philip, do you like me as a person? He said yes, and he automatically got a vote. And I'm just like, that's such. Dude, I love Boston Rob winning, but I hated that season. It was so bad.
Yeah, bad season. I mean, could you see someone like? I could see. Who's at the bottom right now of the merge? Like, who's a meat shield who's lower? Is it Cody, Michael, or Marco? Who's lower on the totem pole, you think, right now?
What do you mean lower? Like not perceived as a threat?
That and has a stronger alliance. Who do you think is the weakest of the three right now? Like the
I say
most
Cody.
acceptable to be voted out.
I say Cody going into it. I see Marco as the biggest
so.
threat.
I feel
Marco's
like
probably the biggest.
if
And then
people
I would
get
say
voted
Michael's
for
not
Marco,
far behind.
I think whoever wins this first, immunity challenge of the merge, I think they're gonna have a big target on the back, unless they're someone like Garrett, someone random. That's I feel like
I mean,
I would
I'd
not
like
want
to do. I'd like to do more interactive challenges rather than have, like, like the decryption thing or the Rudy's riddle.
I mean, we could put every single individual person in a breakout room, but we don't have enough moderators for that.
Yeah,
So we'd have to do something together. We have to do like an endurance challenge, like they were saying, like planking or.
Yeah, I'd say I'm a fan of the endurance kind of challenges. Like I like the spacebar one. That wasn't a bad idea.
We
Like,
can't
it
have
could've been
everyone do it. Maybe we could do like a slide puzzle, just something. But we all have to be in the same Zoom call. So it
I'd
can't
say Ryan has his own puzzle app. So I mean, like,
Yeah.
we have chances to do some stuff with that.
Mhm.
Get a free shameless plug in there for it.
Yeah. So final thing, who do you think's? We haven't talked about Declan that much. Declan,
Oh my god! At all, I completely forgot he existed. He's someone that a lot of people likes too. I feel like.
a lot of people do like him. He's like the less.
I was gonna say
less popular Marco. That's how I'll describe him as.
yeah. I would say
He's with Cody right now. Him and Cody are tight.
yeah. No, they're one of the. I would say Michael and Eve, and then Cody and Declan, and then
Yeah.
Zach and Alex.
Eve's his number one. He gave her the idol. I mean, maybe
Yeah,
not.
I'm saying those three
Yeah,
groups of
I know,
two are like the
very
greatest
close.
people.
Who's Marco?
they're
Who's Marco's
really-
number one?
What?
Who's Marco's number one? Like I feel like Marco.
I
doesn't
say
have someone
it's Kyle. Kyle,
yeah,
for sure.
I feel like Marco is liked by everyone, but he doesn't have.
No, I think it's Kyle because okay, yeah. So this is why I'm not saying Marco's gonna win. Kyle was his closest ally because they were the one. Kyle was the one who came up with the plan for Marco. So they're really close because of that, and I feel like Kyle's too tricky and too smart to realize that Marco would easily beat him in the end. So Kyle's gonna turn his back on Marco before like anyone turns their back on Cody or Michael.
I think Kyle could win if he gets the right.
That's what I was saying. He's
Could win.
a good shot to win.
I think that Marco. I kind of think that he's kind of like Fabio from Nicaragua. Except
Yeah,
he's
that's
not.
exactly. I was about
very-
to say that. I was about to say that.
He's like he tries to be funny. He doesn't have these super tight alliances with like one person. Everyone.
We don't have anyone yelling at him yet. We have to have somebody yelling at him.
So who's gonna yell at him? Garrett.
Everybody who would yell at him's gone. Nobody's gonna hate on him now.
Yeah.
Everybody's not loud enough to yell at him yet.
Who could yell at him? Let's see. Like there's no one that's quite.
Maybe Alex.
Maybe. I could see Eve doing well. I could see Eve and Kyle being the dark horse winners.
Yeah, that's what
I think Kyle's more likely because Eve's kind of a tough scenario right now. Like, I think there's the 3 heavyweights that we mentioned, and then it's kind of Kyle and Eve, Garrett,
Declan.
maybe, Declan, yeah. And then I think
we
people know
literally didn't talk about Declan at all. That's crazy.
I think Declan and Corey. I mean, I think Corey and Eddie don't really have a chance, so, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm gonna hop off, probably. It was a good long talk.
Yep. Good talk. See ya next meeting. It's very
Yeah, I'll see you
interesting.
maybe Saturday.
It's going to get more crazy from here.
Oh, yes. All right. You too, man. Peace.